The warning midnight encounter. The parking lot was silent except for the hum of a distant street lamp. Alice sat in her compact car, half-eaten sandwich in hand, eyes fixated on the eerie glow of her phone screen. The episode of The Terror played softly, a welcome distraction from the emptiness of the night. Then, a sharp knock. Alice's heart jumped as she looked up. A woman stood inches from her driver's side window, her face obscured by shadows. She waved frantically, her mouth forming words Alice couldn't hear. Instinct told Alice not to lower the window, but the woman's next words cut through the glass like ice. "Hey, there's someone in your back seat." The deception. Alice's breath caught. Her fingers twitched toward the door handle. Every horror movie she'd ever seen played in her mind like a cruel joke. But then the rational part of her kicked in. Swallowing hard, she flicked her eyes to the rearview mirror. Nothing. The back seat was empty. Alice turned back, and the woman was closer. Her fingers curled around the handle, testing it, tugging. Her lips twisted into a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes that seemed stretched too wide, teeth too small, too numerous. Alice's pulse exploded. She jammed the car into reverse and slammed the gas. For a moment, the woman kept up, her fingers still hooked on the handle. Then she let go. Alice didn't stop driving until she was home. The knock at 4:17 a.m. Alice locked every door, every window. She should have felt safe. But even as exhaustion weighed her down, her mind buzzed with unease. Then came the knock, loud, urgent. Her phone read, 4:17 a.m. She froze. Then a voice called her name. Alice? Recognition flooded her. Brian, her neighbor. Relief trickled in as she reached for the door. But something stopped her. Brian spoke again, hesitant. "Do you have someone over right now?" The air left Alice's lungs. "No." "Why?" I thought I saw someone in your window. Someone who didn't look quite right." "Who's the real threat?" Alice's stomach turned to ice. She backed away from the door, staring into the darkness of her house. "Brian," she called, voice shaking. "Your dog? Isn't she a girl?" Silence. Then a long, slow scrape of fingernails over the door handle. A testing pull. Alice choked on a scream as the door shook violently. Another bang. And nothing. Panting, she forced her legs to move. She ran to the window, heart hammering, and peeked through the blinds. A figure walked away. Not Brian. Not even close. The woman from the parking lot. A sleepless dawn. Alice didn't sleep. She spent the rest of the night circling her house, double-checking locks, peering into shadows. She tried to convince herself it was all a dream. But no dream left such a lingering, gnawing terror. Maybe the woman had followed her home. Maybe she had planted a tracker on the car. Maybe she had planned this from the start.